All
right, just started out this morning when the chief of police came knocking on my door. He wanted me to accompany him to town hall. But I'm not about to get in a vehicle with the chief of police anywhere right now.
Absolutely.
And I told him so. I said, "Am I under arrest?" He said, "No." So he said, "But you wanted at town hall." So I rounded up my posse and we headed over to town hall. We got there and it was quiet on the front. I didn't go around back.
Right.
But it was very quiet, nobody there. And we all sat and talked in the parking lot for a while. Finally I said, "Well, geez, I'll get out, walk up, check the door."
Wow.
So I walked up, pulled the door open, and lo and behold, there's a secret meeting going on in the council chamber.
Wow.
They invited me in and said, "Come on in, you're in the meeting." And I said, "No, this is an illegal meeting. You cannot have a meeting of the council without a notice and an agenda." I said, "You can't do this. This is illegal. I will not come in and join in an illegal meeting."
Absolutely.
Anyhow,
Absolutely. Good for you.
at that point, the sergeant who was talking to me at the door pulled the door shut and locked it, making it that much more of an illegal public meeting because you can't have a public meeting behind locked doors. So at that point,
That kind of defeats the public part of it, doesn't it?
Miss Jones over here was listening at the crack, and she thought she heard emergency and words, you know, to that effect. She got the impression they were declaring a state of emergency.
I don't want to live in the city anymore.
I had several people call and I said, "I don't know," because I wouldn't go to the meeting. I don't know what's went on. But Mr. Gifford, who put this video online and started all this thing, I went to. He called me and said he talked to Barbara Cowell, Vice Mayor Cowell. And he had a recorded conversation, and that's available. Will be on the internet soon. In this conversation, he asked me to come over and listen to the recording, and I did. And he had called Ms. Cowell, concerned as a reporter, what's going on, who called the meeting. I don't share. The response was very, I don't really know what we did. I mean, she's the vice mayor, for God's sake, and she didn't know. Did you declare a state of emergency? No, we did not declare a state of emergency. Definite statement. He also called Councilman Lucasen. Same question. No, we did not call a state of emergency. So I got hold of Jade because she's saying state of emergency. I said, "No, they're saying there's no state of emergency in Quartzsite."
Yeah, BS.
So then, another friend of mine called Councilman Kelly, and Councilman Kelly was less than forthcoming. He got irate and slammed the phone down, wouldn't even answer any questions about it. So now we don't know. Then about an hour ago, the Arizona Republic called Barbara Cowell, Vice Mayor Cowell. And she said, "Well, we didn't exactly call a state of emergency." Now wait a minute, what's not exactly? So now we don't know what's really going on. I still am not aware of proof of what's going on until I walked into this truck stop just a few minutes ago, and there were two officers here, and I got in a conversation, and I asked them to point out. And he said, "No, they got word from Chief of Police Gilbert that a state of emergency exists on Quartzsite, Arizona."
Wow.
So the councilmen were lying to us and to the reporters and to everybody.
Wow.
There's now in this town an official state of emergency existing.
Wow, and can you just identify yourself for the video?
Oh, and I'm Mayor Ed Foster, and that's the story.
Pleasure to meet you, Mayor Ed. Thank you very much for sharing.
And right now I fear for my safety because of this.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and that's not right. Nobody should have to fear for their. Nobody should ever have to fear for their safety. The only role of government is to keep force out of people's lives. That is the only proper role.
There is no legitimate reason for a state of emergency except to pick on or take legal action, illegal action, really.
Illegal.
Against myself, Jennifer Jones, and Michael Roth, who's not here right now.
Wow.
We were specifically mentioned through that crack in the door. She heard all of our names mentioned. I am seriously considering leaving town tonight and go find a motel in another town until daylight tomorrow because I don't trust being here in the dark at night.
Hey, you know, hold on, let me turn this off.